लाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमावों विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So it was a beautiful kirtan to us, the most relishable. I could hear it from my room, so far from here. Who is our singer, devotee? What's his name? Piyush Prabhu. Very wonderful, thank you. We will take one section from see, when the Bengali devotees are coming, you are able to see her, no? Yeah. See, Sarvadacharya is telling him, requesting him, go up on the roof of the palace. Gopinathacharya knows every one of the devotees. He will identify them for you. He's asking. And then he's saying here, please repeat all of you. Ami kaho nahi chini, chinite man haya. Gopinathacharya savare karave parichaya. Sarvadacharya and Gopinathacharya, they are actually brother-in-law, his brother-in-law. He is saying that, he will introduce all the Bengali devotees to you. I don't know them. Like that Sarvadacharya is saying. Etabaliti na jana attalikaya chadila hena kale vaishnava sabha nikate aila. So, as they climbed up the roof of the palace to see the Bengali Vaishnavas coming, that time the Bengali Vaishnavas came more closer. Right? Here the light is not coming. Damodara Swarupa Govinda Duijana Mara Prasadalaya Yaha Vaishnava Gana. Sarvadamodara and Govinda. Govinda, servant of Mahaprabhu, Sarvadam, the closest associate of Mahaprabhu. Taking the flower garlands and prasadam of Lord Jagannath, proceeded to where all the Vaishnavas were standing. And then he's introducing. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first sent those two persons in advance, Sarvadamodar and Govinda. The king inquired, who are these two? Please let me know their identities. Bhattacharya said, here is Sarup Damodar, who is practically the second expansion of body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the second person is Govinda, Lord Chaitanya's personal servant. The Lord has sent garlands and remnants of Lord Jagannath's prasad with these two persons simply to honor the devotees from Bengal. And then he is saying, at the beginning, Sarup Damodar came forward and garlanded Advaita Acharya, the leader of all the Vaishnavas. Govinda next came and offered a second garland to Advaita Acharya. Kavi Govinda Dandavata Kaila Acharya Re Tare Nahi Chine Acharya Puchila Damodare. When Govinda offered his obeisances, they were falling down flat before Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya asked Sarup Damodar about his identity, for he did not know Govinda at that time. And then he said, Sarup Damodar informed him, Govinda was servant of Ishwarapuri. He is highly qualified. He said, now Ishwarapuri has ordered Govinda to be Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's servant. So Lord keeps him like that. And then king is asking, to whom did Sarup Damodar and Govinda offer two garlands? His bodily effulgence is so great that he must be a very great devotee. Please let me know who he is. Who is asking about? The king? Advaita Acharya Prabhu. Advaita Acharya Prabhu's body was effulgent and shining. So he asked, who is this personality? And then he is saying, Acharya kahe ihara nama Advaita Acharya. Mahaprabhu Ramanya Patra Sarva Shirodharya. Govinda replied, his name is Advaita Acharya. He is honored even by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is therefore the topmost devotee. He is the god brother of Ishwarapuri. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's guru is Ishwarapuri. And Advaita Acharya is god brother. They both are disciples of Madhavendra Puri. And then he is introducing many other people coming from Bengal. All of them. So all the names he is introducing. And then I am going to come to one particular verse now after this. So after introducing all of them, many Vaishnavas, see all the names are there, so many. Yeah, how many names shall I speak to you? All the devotees you see here are the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the life and soul. And then he is saying, Raja kahe dekhi mora haila chamatkara Vaishnavera aiche teja dekhi nahi ara. The king said, upon seeing all these devotees, I am very much astonished, for I have never seen such an effulgence. Koti Surya Sama Saba Ujjvala Varana Kabu Nahi Shuniye Madhura Kirtana. Indeed, their effulgence is like the brilliance of 1,000,000 suns assembled together. Nor have I ever heard the Lord's name chanted so melodiously. Because these are Bengali Vaishnavas and they sing in their traditional Bengali tune. How they sing? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So, when he heard the kirtan of the Narottamdas Thakur started the style of kirtan in Keturi Gram, which is followed by all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. It's extremely melodious and it's heart-rending. So, therefore, he is saying here, Aiche Prema, Aiche Nritya, Aiche Harivani. कहा नहीं देखी आइचे कहा नहीं सुनी I've never before seen such ecstatic love, Achi Prema. He's saying, nor heard the vibration of the holy name of the Lord chanted in such a way, that is Haridvani, nor seen such dancing during Sankirtan. So, three things he's saying. These Vaishnavas are very effulgent and their hearts are overflowing with ecstatic love, and they sing very melodiously and they dance very gracefully. Four things he has observed. So, when Prabhupada was preaching in America, there was one Professor Stahl. So he used to argue with Prabhupada, where is it said in the Shastra that we have to chant the holy name? And Prabhupada said, oh, that's very evident. Satatam kirtana, 24 hours you have to chant, Prabhupada said. You are only chanting 2 hours only. Prabhupada said, Krishna says you have to chant the name always. So that professor was very amazed. He said, how is it that these boys and girls at one time were into addiction, drug addiction and smoking, drinking, and they were so dirty, and many of them were, their bodies were stinking because of not taking bath for sometimes weeks together, and always drunk. But now, when I look at them, they have effulgent faces, and they are wearing tilak, they are wearing kantimala and clean shaven heads with shika, and wearing the dress of a monk, and they were very amazed. So many of the professors asked Prabhupada, what is the secret? And Prabhupada said, when you come to devotion service, naturally you become beautiful. So now they look like Vaikuntha men, he said. So, and later Prabhupada told the devotees, when you eat the sattvic prasad and when you cultivate positive energy producing good habits, that manifests in your external appearance also. So, on the other hand, when somebody is eating meat and drinking wine, their body stinks like a goat. Actually, if you read the Yoga Shastras, there are 3 types of bodies. It is a Tamoguni body, Rajoguni body, Sattoguni body. So the Tamoguni body stinks like a goat, it says. It has because of the kind of intake they take into their bodies and their appearances. How many of you have seen people who do this Jadu Tona and all, their face looks like a ghost? You have seen that, isn't it? Yeah. Because their internal state of consciousness manifests externally also. So here he saw that Vaishnavas were very effulgent, very joyful, when they are manifesting ecstatic love for the Lord and for each other. And they were singing very melodiously, it was springing from their heart. Elsewhere, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, during this Rath Yatra time, Vaishnavas came from various places, like from Srikhanda. People like Raghunandan Thakur, Narahari Sarkar, they all came from there. And there were also Navadvip Vaishnavas also came. From Shantipur, Advaitacharya and group came. And Haridas Thakur and group came. Like that, various places they were coming. So when they were coming, how it looked like, there is a nice upama given. It said each of the groups were coming, singing the Hare Krishna mantra with Mridangam and Kartal. And that was like one cloud coming in the sky. Just imagine, different groups of clouds coming from different places. And just as the clouds would pour water, these Vaishnavas were singing in such ecstasy that water was springing like a syringe from their eyes. And like the clouds pouring, it is said. And just like the clouds are not only pouring, they are also roaring. Like that, the Vaishnavas were also roaring the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So they are singing very loudly, and it was heard like the thunder of a cloud. It was also heard. And so different groups were coming. I remembered this verses when in our yatra also we see groups of devotees coming from different places and joining the yatra, like Sangamam in Mayapur, governmental parikrama we have seen, isn't it? It's like that. So they were singing, and what was the quality of their kirtan? It has 4 specific qualities, it is said. So you all will remember these 4 things I will tell you. The first is Urdhva Bahu. This is called a Urdhva Bahu. All of you show your 2 hands up. What is this called as? Bahu means hands. Urdhva Bahu means both the hands should be up. And their voice was very loud. That's called as Uchchakari. Uchchakari means loud kirtan. How loud it was? It was dousing the kartals and mridangam sounds. It is said. Kartal mridangam sounds became less powerful in front of the roaring of the kirtan. Generally, the opposite happens. And sometimes our boys carry the jambe also sometimes. Dum kudum dum dum kudum dum. That's what you can hear. Huh? But here the kirtan quality was such that the voices of the Vaishnavas was much more louder than the instruments that were played also. Instruments went to the background. So Uchchakari, he says. Thirdly, it is said that the holy name was springing from the bottom of their heart, so it's called as Hridaya Bhari. Hridaya Bhari means with great love they were singing, remembering Krishna. Jaya Govinda, Jaya Gopal, Kesava Madhava Dina Daya. Jaya Govinda, Kesava Madhava, Kesava Madhava Dina Daya. Dina Dayal Prabhu Dina Dayal Dina Dayal Dina Dayal Prabhu Dina Dayal. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Rama. Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal Govinda 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 Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal. So, when they were singing from their heart, it's called as Hridaya Bhari. And the fourth quality is called as Nrityakari. Both their legs were above the ground. Nobody had the legs on the ground. So, four things: Urdhvabahu, Uchchakari, Hridayabhari, Nrityakari. So, such was the kirtana of everybody from Bengali Vaishnavas who were coming. And they were coming in groups of Vaishnavas like clouds. And the tears were springing from their eyes. And they were roaring like a thunder of a cloud. They're coming in groups like clouds towards the Yatra procession. So that was what was seen by this great king. Therefore he is saying, Aiche prema, aiche nritya, aiche hari dvani, kaha nahi dekhi, aiche kaha nahi shuni, he is saying. He's amazed by that Sankirtan. So here he is saying, all the devotees were certainly seen and heard by Maharaj Prataprudra, but he herein admits that the kirtan performed by the associates of Lord was unique. He had never before heard such Sankirtan nor seen such attractive futures manifest by the devotees. The members of the ISKCON society should go to India during the birthday ceremony of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Mayapur and perform Sankirtan congregationally. This will attract the attention of all the important personalities in India, such as the beauty, bodily lustre, and Sankirtan performance by the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attracted the attention of Maharaj Pratap Rudra. The associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were unlimited during the Lord's presence on this planet. But anyone who is pure in life and devoted to the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to be understood as a Nitya Siddha associate of the Lord. Bhattacharya kahe ye madhura vachana Chaitanya rasrishti ye prema sankirtana. So Bhattacharya replied, this sweet transcendental sound is a special creation of the Lord known as prema sankirtan, congregational chanting in love of Godhead. Avatari Chaitanya Kaila Dharma Pracharana Kali Kale Dharma Krishna Nama Sankirtana. In this age of Kali, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has descended to preach the religion of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, the chanting of the holy names of Lord Krishna is the religious principle for this age. Sankirtana yajneta kare aradhana Saita sumedhara kalihata jana. Anyone who worships Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by congregational chanting should be understood to be very intelligent. One who does not do so must be considered a victim of this age and bereft of all intelligence. Raja kahe shastra pramane Chaitanya Krishna Tava kene pandita sava tahate vitrishna. According to the evidence given in revealed scriptures, it's concluded that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Krishna himself. Why then are learned scholars sometimes indifferent to him? But kahe tara kripale sahayare Sai se tahare Krishna kari laite pare. Bhattacharya replied, a person who has received but a small fraction of mercy from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can understand that he is Lord Krishna. No one else can. Like that he is saying. So, simply by being a scholar, one cannot understand Lord Chaitanya. One should get a small drop of the mercy. Yeah. So after that, our Raja Prataprudra will, he's a very great, good soul, great devotee. Mahaprabhu revealed many, many truths to him about his identity subsequently. But this portion is about the Sankirtan. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you can see,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Here is one of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, who lived around 500 years ago in India. One day, Lord Chaitanya and his associates set off early in the morning for the holy land of Vrindavan. They walked along the forest paths and through the Jarikanda forest, which was full of wild and dangerous animals such as tigers, elephants, snakes, and so many more. But Lord Chaitanya walked through there without any cares or worries, simply chanting the holy names of Lord Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
As Lord Chaitanya was walking along, deep in thoughts of Lord Krishna, he unknowingly stepped on a tiger that was sleeping on the path. The tiger woke up. "Oh no, now we are finished," thought his friend Balabhadra. Lord Chaitanya spoke to the tiger and said, "Why are you sleeping? Get up and chant Hare Krishna." The tiger got up and amazingly started chanting and dancing, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna." Balabhadra was astonished to see this behavior. Another day, while Lord Chaitanya was bathing in a river, a herd of elephants came charging into the water. The Lord splashed water on the elephants and asked them to chant Hare Krishna. When the water touched their bodies, the elephants began chanting, "Krishna, Krishna." Some of them danced and others called out in great joy. Balabhadra was amazed to see this miracle. Sometimes Lord Chaitanya's sweet singing would attract the deer in the forest, and they would follow him. One day, even tigers joined in the party. Lord Chaitanya inspired all of them to chant Hare Krishna and dance together in ecstasy. Balabhadra was struck with wonder. How was this possible? Wherever the Lord went, all the birds, trees and creepers became jubilant. Lord Chaitanya is asking all of us to join him, to chant and be happy, just like all the animals in the Jarikanda forest.
So in this way, Mahaprabhu made even the Jharkhanda forest animals dance and sing in a Sankirtan, which means it has a very deeper meaning also. One time in Pune, there were two devotees who used to have little enmity, some quarrel amongst them, some tussle, so they would not talk to each other. When their spiritual master came, they were dancing together in kirtan, catching hands. Other devotees couldn't believe how these two fellows are enemies and they're dancing. So I told them, like Lord Chaitanya made a tiger and deer dance together. Like that now. They were enemies because when spiritual master came, they forgot their enmity. Similarly, when Lord Chaitanya came, tiger and deer forgot their enmity. Because I heard when Buddha appeared in this world, 50 miles radius, there was a light around him, and any animal which would come into that zone will become non-violent. So a tiger was chasing a deer, and when the deer entered into that zone of 50 miles radius, then tiger walked behind him. He forgot that he has to catch him. And they were actually walking together, chatting with each other, as if nothing has happened, because he became non-violent. So I was thinking Buddha only could make the animals non-violent, but Lord Chaitanya could make them dance and chant in ecstasy and chant the holy name also. That is even one more step of progress, is it not true? Isn't it? When Prabhupada went to America, Prabhupada told the hippies that, see, I cannot make animals dance like Lord Chaitanya did. That requires very great advancement to influence the animals. I can only preach to hippies. So Prabhupada, one of the hippies said, Prabhupada, you have delivered people who are more dangerous than animals, so he said. And Prabhupada said, why do you say that? He said, because we are living in a concrete jungle. Animals live in the green jungle, we live in concrete jungle. Isn't it? So Prabhupada made hippies into happies by administering the holy name. So in this way, the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya is a very simple movement. It requires only This is a vast ocean of Kali Yuga, which is very blackish waters and very dangerous and very fearsome. But you can see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates are in a boat. So, holy name is the boat in which if you board, you can cross over this dangerous age. So in the video which you saw now, Mahaprabhu is making even ordinary average people in society participate in Sankirtan. How many of you observed he got one farmer to dance in the Sankirtan? You saw that? He was plowing the field. Mahaprabhu called him, come here. Then he saw another, I think, fruit vendor, I think. He picked up both his hands and made him dance, which means you can see Mahaprabhu's movement is a very simple movement. All you need is only Shraddha, faith, with which you have to perform the activities. It's not like you have to plug the nose, stand upside down, dip yourself in Gangotri, Yamunotri, in chill water or something. Or you don't have to be a great Sanskrit Pandit or something. You don't have to be a mastering Vedanta or something. Very simple method. And you also saw there were also women who were pulling the chariot. There were also men. And there were also very simple people. And also, you saw them playing different instruments. Correct? Now, all the instruments are played in unison with the holy name for the glorification of the Lord. And there was also dance also. So there is singing, there is dancing, and Bahubir Militva Kirtan is called Sankirtan, we call it. Many people coming together and singing in a chorus together with one lead singer leading. If you read the chapter called Beda Kirtan Pastimes in the Madhya Leela, I think 7th or 8th chapter, Mahaprabhu would go around the Jagannath temple in the Pradakshina Marga. With every day evening, he would do 3-hour Kirtan. Sankirtan, he would do dancing Kirtan. Sometimes he would sing alone and others would follow. Sometimes he would call 9 of them and he would tell them to sing the same tune in a chorus together so that everybody can hear. Sometimes he would make separate circles, then he will call all the circles together. And they would go around. So singing, dancing, playing the instruments, bowing down to the Lord, remembering the Lord. And Lord is watching from the sky. You saw that? Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, or Vishnu lying in the milk ocean, or Vithala. Vithala was standing like this, or Krishna playing on his flute. So Lord says, my eyes are everywhere, my ears are everywhere. Wherever my devotees are doing kirtan, yatra gayanti madbhakta, tatta tishtami narada, he says. So we just have to perform kirtan for his pleasure. So, like you all were doing indoor kirtan now, when you take the same kirtan outdoor, Harinam Sankirtan, so that outdoor kirtan is led by Gaur Nitai. Gaur Nitai are the ones who are dancing and leading, and we just follow in their footsteps, go out. And how much Prabhupada gives emphasis. With that, I'll conclude my talk. I'll just show you. See this, what Prabhupada is saying to my dear Ram. You're able to see it? My advice to you under the circumstances is that at least for 1 hour, you must all go to have Sankirtan outside on the streets or in the park. That is your life and soul, first business. The next business is completing the chanting of 16 rounds every day. That means Prabhupada gave importance to outdoor kirtan even more than. He said 16 rounds you have to finish, but outdoor kirtan is not very important. And then he said outdoor kirtan must be done, even at the cost of suspending all editorial work. That's your first and foremost business. Temple worship is not so important. If need be, the whole temple can be locked, but the outdoor kirtan cannot be stopped. See what he says. So, and then another letter here, I'll show you. This is letter to my Krishnadas. See, written Columbus, from Columbus he has written. He's saying, these outdoor kirtan should be rigidly followed at least 1 hour daily, he's saying. And then he's saying here, you can see this. This is letter to Hansadutta Prabhu. Prabhupada wrote here what he's saying. Your main business is Sankirtan. From everywhere, I am getting good reports, especially from Boston, New York, Los Angeles, and Hawaii, that they are having good success by outdoor kirtanas, he's saying. Yeah. And then he's saying, this is also another letter to Hansadutta Prabhu. He's saying, in this age, chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is the prime business of a devotee, and preaching of the Hare Krishna mantra by outdoor Sankirtan and propagation of the literature is our more important business side by side. Deity worship is recommended, but when there is a question of accepting one of them, we shall prefer to accept chanting of Hare Krishna mantra first, he's saying. So in this way, Prabhupada emphasized a lot. Main business is outdoor Sankirtan. Because when you do outdoor Sankirtan, many people come to know. See, I'll just show you one small. Africa. See, they may be poor, but they are more wealthy than Bill Gates or, all these big fellows also, because the real wealth of happiness they have by chanting the holy name. Can see how this holy name has spread to Africa because Prabhupada instituted outdoor kirtan in many parts of America, and then it went to different parts of the world. So when I go in Pune, I go every morning 7 to 7:30 in Pune generally. I go in the morning. If I don't go in the morning, then I go in the evening. We have 3 Harinam Sankirtans going out from our Pune NVCC temple. Morning 7 to 7:30 is one, 7:45 to 8:15 is second group, and evening 6 to 7 is third one. So all brahmacharis, we have made a policy, weekly at least twice they have to go. They go for 2 half-an-hours, which means totally weekly at least 1 hour. Like that we have kept. And one more announcement recently I made to congregation that anybody having a birthday or a marriage anniversary, please come to temple and join Harinam Sankirtan. So because birthday is very important for people. Come and take darshan. We will do a puja for you, take a garland, and go on Harinam Sankirtan, take prasad and prashaf. So we are hoping that in future many congregation also will come and join. So because by outdoor Sankirtan, along with that, you can also give some little prasad to people. You can take thin books of Prabhupada, can distribute also. And then that Kripa was telling me that in the neighborhood there are many youth staying, thousands of them, correct? Now what is in the college you said? Triple IT is there, and then many IT employees also. So imagine such wonderful kirtan he was leading here. If this kirtan becomes outdoor kirtan, how powerful it will be. Just like Lord Chaitanya was going. So if you do, even weekly once you all do on a Sunday or a Saturday like that, along with that, make sure you take the temple card with you. Because you are doing kirtan will be attractive to people. They will want to know who are these guys, where have they come from, how happy they are. So then you push a card into their hands. Then they see the address, then they will land in the lotus feet of Radha Raman Bihari. They'll come here. And also you can carry thin books of Prabhupada with you, 10 rupees, 20 rupees books. And you will see that with Harinam, more books go very easily. Because it prepares the mind of the people to take. And when I go on Harinam, inevitably I always speak, at least for about 10 minutes I speak. In my channel, if you see, there is a Japa talk I speak in the temple. But outside you will see Harinam talk also. Some of them are published here. Harinam talk. Harinam talk means while going on Harinam, we stop somewhere and then we speak to people about ISKCON, about Prabhupada, about some basic philosophy we speak. And then new people get attracted, and that's how they get awareness. So first we should pull the people to come to temple, see the deities. Then once they come to temple, you should register the names and put them into the WhatsApp group of the temple. Amogala Prabhu was telling how that, what do you call that channel? My Ashray. So when he came to Pune, he was telling us that anybody comes to temple, they used to make them subscribe and then take their name into this thing. And he said, then at one point of time, they realized that now we have too many database names. What to do with these names? How are you going to cultivate them? So then he discussed with Mohan Rupa also, and then they were saying that, we should start Prabhupada study groups, books, studying different groups. So then they brought many teachers, almost 200 teachers he was telling. They were brought, they were trained on how to read Prabhupada books and explain to people. So they were taught how to read and explain, and they in turn did also. So now in Nook and Corner, there are study groups of Prabhupada books. Many people have become very, very Krishna conscious because of studying Prabhupada books regularly. So first connect them to Harinam, get their WhatsApp numbers, make a database, and then put them in study groups. Many of you how many of you chant 16 rounds in this group? 16 rounds? Most of you are chanting, yeah. You are cream devotees. So then you reach that other people. So Sundar Gopal Prabhu, and Amogalla Prabhu, Mohan Prabhu, and Rukmini Krishna Prabhu. In Delhi, these people have been actually attracting mass of people, like the kind of millions of people are connected. That's because they have been very carefully taking the database taking and then gradually instituting reading of Prabhupada books, coming to philosophy, at least chanting one round. Right now, in India now, there are 25,000 youths chanting Hare Krishna, and out of them 10,000 are chanting, 12,000 are chanting 16 rounds. And rest of them are chanting 8 rounds plus. So it's a very good number. And more than that, many more chanting also. So you all have a very bright future, I feel, because many colleges are nearby, just around the temple. And yesterday I was just doing kirtan in Temple Hall. Prabhuji was playing Mridanga. So many boys, girls come and sit in the evening. Correct now? They just throng this place. And I feel that your audience is more and the number of preachers will be less. And so much, people need all of you. So, why Prabhupada is insisting so much on this outdoor kirtan? Prabhupada said, people will say, Hare, ये Hare Krishna लोग अभी मरे नहीं, अभी भी जिंदा है. They see you, that's how they judge whether you are alive or dead. They said. Otherwise, like in Pune, after many years we started. Actually, Harinam was not going. When I saw these letters, after that I became more serious to start it. Some years ago I started. Then people said, Hare, we thought Hare Krishna is gone now. They're still there. And every day they're coming. Huh? People are there visibly seen wearing tilak, dancing. Then only they say you are alive. Otherwise, you see, you go to various organizations. Once the top man is gone, the whole organization crumbles after that. But in our movement, it's not like that. Prabhupada left the world in 1977. The movement only multiplied. Huh? Prabhupada made 100 centers, 108 centers. Now there are close to 1,000 centers now. That's because we are keeping the movement alive by chanting the holy name and reading Prabhupada books. Huh? So thank you all for your enthusiasm. Shri Prabhupada ki, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki. Even on a working day, on a Friday, you all have taken out your time and come. It's very amazing to see.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Finally, give us prayers and came to give us blessed association just for one day, but it was so surcharging. Thank you so much, Puji. So Puji gave them Bhagavatam class in the morning, Parasparana Kathanam, devotees coming together and hearing Krishna Katha. Then afternoon into Gundicha Madhanam, devotees coming together and serving Krishna. And now we took on Harinam Sankirtan and devotees coming together and glorifying Krishna.
And these three topics were chosen by Deen Dayal Krishna Prabhu. I just spoke because he gave me the topics.
Thank you so much, Puji. So let us thank Puji very, very heartily for giving his wonderful association by 3 times loudly chanting Hare.
So how many of them are working in this place?